Race number 5 at Ascot kicks off the quaddie, and it is a listed race. It's the Starstruck Classic over 1600 metres for the fillies and mare. It's the third race in this fillies and mares series, the next being the Latrice, but we've had a great series so far with the Jungle Mist and Jungle Dawn, Mark, and last start winner of the Jungle Dawn was mighty impressive, turning around its form somewhat as well.
Yeah, that's going to be the big question in this race. Do you trust the form of SILVERSTREAM? Let's have a look at the replay from last time.
Showy Chloe in the home straight though. Meteoroid led the way from Cosmic Storm, called upon by Pike. She rules all. And now I'm feeling lucky around their heels is starting to run on Will. I'm feeling lucky coming at Meteoroid. SILVERSTREAM went for a rails runner on the outside. Cracker Vision gets out. I'm feeling lucky. SILVERSTREAM against the rail though, sprinting through quickly. SILVERSTREAM's got home to...
SILVERSTREAM winning there. Didn't look to race as generously as Damien Oliver on that occasion would have liked. Damien Oliver could have made all the difference, but did track up inside, save all the ground, and was a nice win in the end. Hopefully she has returned to her best form, which saw her run fourth in a Winterbottom Stakes last year. Yeah,
Winterbottom's 1200, this is 1600 metres. That has to be a massive question mark, and I've got it in my numbers, but I'm really not sure about the form. It was a massive improvement.
Let's have a look at another Bob Peters runner, Cosmic Storm. Now, in that Jungle Dawn race, didn't really stand much of a chance, had to sprint basically for the first 1,000 metres of the race to get outside the leader, and was pretty game to end up finishing fifth, beaten only 2.5 lengths behind the stablemate in SILVERSTREAM.
Complete forgive job, absolute forgive job, absolutely nothing went right. Beaten 2.5 lengths was a miracle as far as I'm concerned. 3 from 3 over the trip, great numbers elsewhere, want to beat.
Another one that has caught the eye, Dreamtime Dancer. Now, she's already a 2-time listed winner as a 3-year-old filly. She's been in good form. The 2 runs in this time, the Jungle Mist and Jungle Dawn, just working towards the 1600 metres of this race, the Starstruck, and the 1800 metres of the Latrice nicely. I think she can be hitting the line well from a good barrier here.
I'm not so sure. She's not going well enough for me.
We've also got coming out of that race, Tarquin Shadow. Now, she won this race last year, but she'd need to turn around her form pretty swiftly to beat any chance in this. I'm going the 4 on top, Dreamtime Dancer. I think you'll get nice each way odds. Like the way she hit the line last start. From number 3, Cosmic Storm, 2, Ideal Image, drops in class significantly, and the 1, Belmont Girl, the Group 1 placed Belmont Girl.
I'm going number 3, Cosmic Storm, from number 2, Ideal Image, number 5, SILVERSTREAM, and number 9, Cracker Vision.
Race 6 on the card here at Ascot is the AdFuel FCC Fuel Conditioner Handicap over 1200 metres. It's a graduation race which takes part as the second leg of the quaddie, and our replay horse took the eye last start when running home very, very fast, Mark.
Yeah, first up it was Red Paddy, 3rd of 9. Let's have a look.
Around the home corner, Just Act Natural from Universal Moon. Popped the question by Dougie White. And Universal Moon on the outside reaches the lead, 200 to go. Just Act Natural fighting back tooth and nail down on the inside. Universal Moon, Just Act Natural. Here's Disco Metal, they with a brilliant runner. Disco Metal from the back of the field descended upon them and has come from...
A really nice performance there by Red Paddy. Aaron Mitchell on that occasion got a little bit held up in the straight, but flashed home very nicely first up. I think Simon Miller's found the key to this galloper. Got it over staying trips last preparation. It just didn't handle it. These O'Reillys can be a bit funny. They're either genuine stayers or genuine sprinters. This one looks to be a genuine short course horse.
Look, the point you made about hitting trouble last time, very good numbers last time out in spite of hitting trouble in the straight. I've got him on top.
We've also got in the race number 10, Tommy, who had to work very, very hard in running in that graduation race behind Roger the Roman. Used up a lot of petrol early to sit outside of the leader, 3 wide in fact, and was still there at the end. I certainly give it a chance for barrier 2. William Pike keeping the ride as well. How does it rate for you, Mark?
Career best performance last time out. Maybe does explain the really moderate late splits that what you talked about in terms of the run, but I think there's a bit of a Pike factor here, and I think it's too short.
We've also got in the race those regional championship final form lines with the likes of Secret MINX, who dead heated for first, of course, with GRANLARADO. We've also got Quality Fair, who came from last to run a really nice 5th.
Look, Secret MINX got the chocolates that day, but I think Quality Fair was the run of the race, was drawn wide, had to do a lot of work, was very fast late. I think he'll be turning the tables here.
Paul Harvey goes on board there, which is always a good addition. I'm going the 10 on top, Tommy Who, from the better barrier here, barrier 2. William Pike, Grant Alana Williams, all seems to bode well. Number 6, Red Paddy. 5, Shady Grey with the new stable. And number 8, JINGTANG.
I'm number 6, Red Paddy, from number 3, Quality Fair, number 2, Secret MINX, and number 10, Tommy Who.
Race number 7 on the card at Ascot is the big one of the day. It's the main event, the Group 2 Ted Van Heemst Stakes over 2100 metres. It is at weight for age level, Mark, so we know these horses are very, very good.
Look, and the replay race we're going to look at is the Kingston Town Classic Group 1 weight for age. Let's have a look.
Balance up and Scales of Justice got about a half to 3/4 of a length as White went for home. Stratum Star's a length and a half away from Perfect Reflection. Here comes Carwy winding up. White draws the whip. Scales of Justice at the 100. Stratum Star pegging it back. Scales of Justice, Stratum Star, Scales of Justice, Scales of Justice, Stratum Star, Stratum Star.
A really nice third there from Perfect Reflection, but in that race also was the likes of Neverland, Tick Tick Bloom doing her best work late, Bass Straight wasn't disgraced in that class, a bit below that level. Even Tradesman was just enormous, sitting 3 wide for the entire trip to beat half the field home. And It's a Him was okay. Dubai Escapade, the connections were very happy moving towards the Perth Cup. But let's focus on Perfect Reflection here, Mark. How does she rate for you?
On top, the query is the trip. Never run past 1,800 metres. You spoke to William Pike on Wednesday. He's pretty confident she'll get there if she gets a soft run. I think she will. And I just tried to pot her, but I've ended up coming back to her.
Yeah, she looks to be the class of the field. She's already a Group 1 weight for age winner and a Group 2 weight for age winner as a 4-year-old now. One of the stablemates there, Neverland, she was doing her best work late in the Kingston Town as well. Now, that was a big run. She looks to have turned her form around as well.
Look, I've got her down as a PB last time out. The thing that concerns me was I had to look at the sectionals and she wasn't that great late, which is unusual for her. I'm not sure if she's in as good a form as some people think.
We've also got number 7, Tradesman, as I mentioned, an enormous run. For mine, it was the run in the race in the Kingston Town. Had to do so much work early and was basically sprinting and running around the whole field until it settled three wide outside of the leader. Still beat half the field home, was enormous.
I think he's the main danger to the favourite here. Has had 2, let's put it frankly, bad rides in the Group 1s. Turner gets back on board. Hopefully he can redeem himself from the Railway Stakes. Big danger.
One question I do ask about the galloper is that, was that a gut buster, the Kingston Town? It was a very, very tough run. Hopefully he's come back in good order. I mean, the Harveys wouldn't be putting him in this race if he wasn't, so let's hope all's well with the horse. And number 2, Respondent. Now with Fred Kersley, a former Bob and Sandra Peters owned galloper. They got it to win after about 900 days last start. It was a great win in the Tats Cup. This certainly looks to be ideal, and weight for age can certainly run a nice race.
Form from 2 years ago, he's riding this up to his neck. I'm not so sure that he's come back as good as some people think, but you can't knock what he did last time. You know, fastest 200 at home. Good one.
I've got him on top, number 2, Respondent. Ahead of number 10, Neverland. 14, Perfect Reflection, has to be in the numbers. And the 7, Tradesman.
I'm number 14, Perfect Reflection, from number 7, Tradesman, number 10, Neverland, and number 2, Respondent.
The lucky last race on the card is race number 8. It's the Graham Colopy Handicap, a great photographer and has been a great servant to the media over here in Western Australia and with the racing scene. It's over 1,400 metres, a benchmark 72 plus affair. And our replay horse was mighty impressive last start, and those form lines have been frank, Mark.
Yeah, certainly have. The horse we're talking about is CRONKITE. Let's have a look.
Let rip and booted well clear. Out by 4 lengths, Hey Bro. Fathoms of Gold, boom, boom, bang. Here comes Maserati starting his run down the outside with CRONKITE. Ripperio could be in a bit of bother at the 100. Maserati and CRONKITE coming in the middle. CRONKITE, Maserati are going stride for stride. CRONKITE, Maserati went to the line. Maserati, I thought, might have got the bob.
A very nice win there by CRONKITE with William Pike in the saddle. He stays aboard. Beat Maserati on that occasion. Maserati since come out and won, and Cliff Green has a very good opinion of that galloper. I've got a very good opinion of this galloper. It's just from barrier 11, can it overcome that hurdle?
It's got Pike on board, so it's got every chance. PB last time out for my ratings. Well-spaced runs. They seem to have found the trick to this galloper. He's won 4 out of his last 5.
Number 13 as well, Yoshi Knox was the last start winner. Won the very last race of the Tab Touch Masters. It was an impressive performance up along the inside, scraping the paint on that occasion. Can do the same here from the same barrier. It's just a thing of soundness with this galloper. He's always showed ability. He ran second behind Light in My Veins last year in the Lestier Classic, and that was at Group 3 level. He hasn't been sound since then. Hopefully that win last start spells good things for this preparation.
Look, I think this is harder, and I also think he wants shorter.
We've also got in the race, Mark, POUNAMU. Now, barrier 2 might not be ideal for this galloper because he does like to get out into open space and run on, but he should get a lovely suck up from barrier 2.
Wasn't one of Damien Oliver's better rides last time out, but POUNAMU did win 2 starts ago. That's probably his allocation for the year.
I've got the 13 on top, Mark. I'm going with Yoshi Noxious. I just think it can get the soft run and follow the rail again and be too strong. Ahead of number 11, King of Woo. Comes out of that Yoshi Noxious race. Has been running some really nice races at big odds. Again, barrier 4 could make all the difference. 7, CRONKITE, can't leave out, but barrier 11's just a little bit of an obstacle for me. And the 4, POUNAMU.
I'm number 7, CRONKITE, number 9, BARAKI Beats, number 3, Universal Law, and number 8, GRANLARADO.
It's now time to take a look at the best bets so we can have a good weekend on the punt. I'm going race 3, number 11, O'Reilly's Crumpet to get the job done, and race 4, number 5, Volkov.
I'm leaving it till late in the day. Race 7, number 14, the favourite, Perfect Reflection, and race 8, number 7, CRONKITE.
Well, thank you for joining us on this Saturday edition of The Box Seat. Don't forget to head to perthracing.com.au for all event and ticketing information, and follow us on social media as always. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to catching up with you next week, and good luck.